Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Political Vigilante. So there's an article that came out in the LA Times about 118,522 voters that were accidentally left off the Los Angeles County polling place rosters. So June 5th was the California primary, and it's the provisional ballot thing. I'm going to go into the details, but this has happened before, and it's really a way to screw independents. They're forcing you to sign with a party, and while California has open primaries, this is a way that because they know a lot of independents are going to do provisional ballots. So this is how they do it. The LA Times is kind of reporting on it like it's not, it's just, like it's some sort of clerical error and it's not that big of a deal. So I'm going to read you this nonsense. If you're a registered voter in Los Angeles County and poll workers say they can't find your name on the roster at the polling place when you go vote, don't worry, you can still cast a provisional ballot. Some Angelenos needed a bit of reassurance that their votes would be counted in the primary election after 118,522 voters' names were accidentally left off rosters due to a printing error. Phooey, printing error. According to the LA County Register, Dean Logan, about 2.3% of LA County's 5.1 million registered voters and 35% of the county's 4,357 precincts were affected by the error. 35% of the precincts. According to figures provided by the registers and the clerk's office, which is still trying to figure out the reason for the printing error. I'm sure they'll get to the bottom of this. Voters whose names are missing are being encouraged to file provisional ballots, which are verified by vote counters later. So if this happened to you, get your vote in there. One of the other things that's interesting about this is, and this will be the we only had 22% voter turnout is roughly what they're saying the voter turnout was for this primary, which is, primaries are always pretty low. But they're even driving the number down. So the number's probably a little higher if you add these 118,000 plus names. So you allow people to vote by mail. You have early voting in the state of California, meaning you can go, there's certain polling places that are open early. You have an open primary, and still 118,000 people's names got goofed up by the printing error. Somebody at FedEx Kinko's just got the order wrong. Makes sense. The Register Logan says, we apologize for any inconvenience. Voters should be assured their vote will be counted. Aaron Falk, 35, brought a mail-in ballot to her Glendale polling station, hoping to swap it out for a regular ballot, fearing the vote worker misreading the signature on her mail-in envelope might mistakenly throw out her ballot. But when Falk arrived, her name wasn't on the polling place roster, even though she said she voted in the 2016 presidential election. What I do, I get a vote by mail. This is what I did. I did this in the last several elections. So I sit at home and I study and I go through everything. I find the candidates. I read up on the ballot measures. Then I put it in the envelope and I don't mail it. Because I had someone in the presidential primary 2 years ago, their stamped envelope was returned for not enough postage, even though it had the forever stamp stamp on it. It had plenty of postage. So what I do then, I walked it in and I hand it to the person and I watch them put it into the ballot box. They don't have to check to see if my name, I got it, I filled it out, it's all done. That's what I do. And in the end, that's what this woman did. She used her ballot. And this story came out the end of June 5th. It's, I don't know, it looks like 150 words maybe. Teeny little article. They're just writing out like a clerical goof. We'll get to the bottom of the printing problem. But even in a progressive state like California that has open primaries, that lets independents vote, that has voting by mail and early voting, they're still trying to screw you over. So pay close attention. If the primary hasn't happened where you live, pay very close attention to how they do it. Read all of the rules and the laws. And don't get mad at the people at the polling place. They're just volunteers. But pay close attention because they're going to try to probably screw you over. I don't know what the laws are in each state, but pay attention. Thanks for watching the show. Join us on the Progressive Comedy Tour June 20 through the 24th. Nashville, Huntsville, Asheville, Louisville, a lot of Villes, and Hotlanta, June 20 through the 24th. Tickets are available at grahamelwood.com in the show notes below. Some of the venues are kind of cool, small, intimate venues, so those could sell out. I would get your tickets soon, and the more tickets, the more people that show up, the more of these tours we can do. It's simple economics. It's a great way to support the show. It's an awesome night. Progressive groups are there. We'll have information from a lot of organizations, and it's a meet and greet afterwards, and it's really cool. And you just meet other people, other progressives in your community, and you guys can talk after the show and get together and, oh, I'm with this organization, or how do I get involved in that? And that's what we're seeing happening. It's really cool. So come out and join us. Thanks for watching.